Hello guys, let's check this video. This lady said something interesting that you must listen.
I see a lot of people talking about the fact that women will pursue men who are taken with their partner being an attractive female, right? That's usually the preface of this conversation. And I want to dig into why this is, because we're acting like this is newfound information when really this is backed by psychology and we've known this for a long time. And again, don't take my word for it.
Most women want what other
Read any
women's
of David
man
Buss's
for the reason
work,
best
right?
known
You'll
to
learn
them.
this pretty quickly. that
Anyway,
a girl's
subscribe.
Read The Moral Animal. Read any of David Buss's work, right? You'll learn this pretty quickly, that a girl's girl doesn't really exist. Women are in constant competition with other women, and we don't do it the same way that men do. Men will just go beat the shit out of one another and they'll call it a day, shake hands, and move on with their lives. Women love to gossip and they love to reputation slander. This is why a woman's best friend will, behind her best friend's back, talk shit about her to her boyfriend that she is actually trying to sleep with. If a woman is online talking about her marriage and how happy she is, she'll be called a pick-me. Or women will tell her that she's got internalized misogyny or she's been brainwashed by the patriarchy, when really she's just standing on her opinion based on her lived experience and her relationship with her man, which is very positive, in contrast to women who are single, divorcees, or just bitter. And married women who are happily married know this. This is why the internet is full of people talking about how bad men are, how terrible marriage is, because the happily married people keep their mouths shut, because women know how other women operate. My favorite part about this conversation is they somehow always throw a backhanded compliment at the man. Like, the guy's not even attractive, she's just beautiful. Like, beauty is not an assessment or a proper assessment of somebody's quality, of the quality of a person, right? Their character. Are they actually a good partner? Because the reality is, if she's a good woman and she's with a man that you deem to be less attractive based on your subjective perspective on what attractiveness actually is, well then yeah, you can throw stones at him, but the reality is he's a quality partner. And what women assume is, one, they envy her, they don't like her, whether she's more attractive, has more status, obviously has a partner that takes care of her or provides for her, or she's younger, right? There's going to be some intersexual competition there. And they will pursue the man because he's already been filtered out by her female counterpart to be a good partner. And she doesn't want to do the work of being a good partner or pursuing the character traits or working on herself to be somebody who could get into a relationship where a man actually treats her well. Instead, why not play the game where it's easier to just take somebody else's partner? And this is why women supporting women is always context dependent on if you agree with the same beliefs that I have. And a girl's girl is also dependent on, well, you must have the same convictions and values that I do. And if not, what do? They gossip and they reputation slander. This is female behavior. It's been this way. It is this way. It will continue to go this way because we continue to justify why it's okay. We rationalize our decision making and we personalize things that other people say, because we cannot practice restraint around the fact that maybe that person's opinion is something that they have the right to have that I completely disagree with and I don't have to listen to. It's like the internet people just feel like they have to leave comments and they get triggered in people's sections and they've got to justify their behavior and justify their beliefs and their values and then incentivize other women to engage in the same type of degrading behavior. Because any woman who says anything about self-respect, about modesty, about faith, right? Anything, immediately attacked by mostly feminists. But again, even as somebody who doesn't agree with feminism, I respect your right to live your life the way that you want to, right? Your consciousness is not mine. I don't have to live with that. You do. And so you have the freedom to do that. I have the freedom to talk about the things that I care about. And I do care about men, and I will speak for men, just like I care about women, and I will speak to women who are ready and willing and want to live a better life for them that may not be aligned with the ideological capture that they've experienced via social media and propaganda and all the bullshit that the media has to sell them on. And I know that I'm covering a multitude of subjects on this Monday rant, but I had to get it off my chest because I'm so sick of seeing this women support women and girls bullshit when it's all under the guise of, if you agree with me and behave the way I want you to and engage in the same or enable the behaviors that I engage with by participating in what I do, then we can be friends. And to women who know this, who notice this, and do not want to be aligned with that type of behavior, please just be aware of who you surround yourself with, what you consume, and more importantly, the consequences of the choices that you make, because you will be the person who has to pay the price of living with that in your mind and those regrets of your soul, when you could have chosen to go against the grain and yes, resist the pressure, because I know there's a ton of peer pressure to behave in certain ways or engage in certain behaviors, but their life, their decisions, and their pressure is more about them feeling validated in the pursuits that they engage with versus giving a shit about you.